Hi everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to be making our Mulberry Hydrangea premium sized arrangement. I'm using our Flouten vase for this. It's got a nice narrower neck of most of our vases, so it holds all the stems really beautifully. Other vases I'd recommend for this one would be the Orwell Small, the Norton, and it will come to me later, there might be another one. But basically we're going to get in our foliage first. So we've got 2 stems of the burgundy eucalyptus. Now these are very well used stems, so mine are already kind of quite relaxed and I've bent them all out. So just spend a few seconds doing that because it will make it feel so much more natural and in keeping. And then you're just going to bend your stems to a place that feels more natural. So I always try and have some kind of foliage starting at the neck of the vase, like that, and then I always try and make them not exactly the same heights, or different heights, just like that. And then we've got 2 of the brown dried limonium stems, which just add a beautiful texture. They've got tons of side shoots, so you get lots of kind of volume from one stem, and we're just going to kind of follow a bit of a shape that we're building and go from there. So one in about there, and then the other one about there. And just fan out all of them lovely fronds. And then I'm actually going to pop the mulberry hydrangeas in after this, just so that we can make sure that we're happy with kind of the placement of them. So bear with me as I just point this towards me a touch so I can see. But essentially I'm going to have one lower down here and one a bit taller here. Now it's easy to kind of get this a bit too exaggerated where you've got them kind of like this. That's not what we're aiming for. It's not going to feel as natural. You want them to still feel like a part of the foliage without them feeling too close together. So we do that by pointing them in different directions and having them in different heights, because even if I have them at different heights and they're both facing forward, they can kind of look a little bit icky, look like they're kind of staring at you. So just bear that in mind. So for this lower one, I'm going to have it just peeping over the edge of the stem, and I'm using the wire that's in the stem to bend it forward a little bit. And then same with this one, so probably about there. And I want this in here. And don't worry if your foliage in that is all moving, because it's very easy to kind of just pop back. Just retain that shape. So just something like that where you've got them facing different ways. And then the final touch to this arrangement is the natural budding willow that's got these soft touch little buds on it, and it just kind of adds a bit of life and movement to everything. So we've got 2 stems. I'm going to have one slightly lower down, and you'll notice on these stems you've got one that's slightly taller. So I always try and get the taller one kind of in the middle of the arrangement rather than coming off the side. I'd rather use the smaller, shorter pieces coming out and the larger pieces in the middle, just so that you don't end up with like a really big line coming straight out like that. And then the final one, you can probably see, but there is very much a gap here. So we just want to fill that with the willow stem. So little bend, it doesn't need much, because we want it to give a little bit of height just through the back and kind of nestle it into all the other stems. So you've got some coming forward, some going back, around about there. And then I'm going to take a step back and just make sure that I'm completely happy with the placements, which I think I am. And there you have it. So that is our premium mulberry hydrangea arrangement. I hope you enjoy watching, and I hope you enjoy arranging your steps.